Hi, this is Margaret Byrd and welcome to Color Quest. Today we are going to be sampling some aloe vera here on the island of Aruba. And aloe vera is widely grown here, and we happen to have some right here in our garden area. So I have an awesome assistant who's going to help me cut the aloe vera so you can see what we're going to do. So I'm going to turn you around so you can see the action of cutting the aloe vera. So we're just taking 2 of the fronds. I will take those now into the kitchen and chop them up into pieces to put into the dye pot. It doesn't take much to make color from aloe vera, but it can turn into a coral color. And so I'm going to play around with a process while I'm here that I'll certainly show you what I'm doing, and that is I'm going to make soda ash. And it's a pretty easy thing to do right in your kitchen. So if I use soda ash with the aloe plant, I'm actually going to get a different color. So I'm curious to see how that works as well. By the way, it's windy here. So I don't know if you've seen the inside of an aloe vera plant, but it's incredible. It's a vibrant greenish yellow and it's really soft. You can see all of the liquid that comes from it and that beautiful dye material that's already coming off. Wow, it's going to be fun to see how this works out in the dye pot. So as I prepare the aloe vera for dye, I am also going to be preparing soda ash right here in my very own kitchen here in my little Aruba cottage. And I am going to be using it so that I can try to shift the color of the aloe vera dye. I have read that soda ash will shift it so that I can get multiple colors out of the same dye pot. And so I'm going to test that out. I've wanted to make soda ash for a while. It's a very simple process. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is right here, right now. So soda ash is made from baking soda, and it's a process whereby I'm going to be heating it on a very low temperature in an oven for about an hour at approximately 200 degrees Fahrenheit or a little under 100 degrees centigrade. So it is nothing more than sprinkling it into this dish and putting it in to bake for an hour. I don't have any measurements for you, and I don't need very much, so I'm actually just going to do a very thin coat on the bottom of this glass pan and then place it into the oven. So right now I'm going to sit down and I'm going to cut up the aloe that we took from the plant yesterday. We took 2 leaves and I'm going to cut those into pieces that are about 1 inch in size, and I'm going to go ahead and put those right into the dye pot, add some water over the top of it, and go ahead and start simmering it for, as I normally do, maybe for about an hour. I'll watch it carefully. And then once the soda ash is ready, I'm going to see if I can shift that. The world out there tells me that it might turn to like a beautiful coral color, so I'm kind of excited to see. But I did want to show you, after we cut the aloe, what it has done over the last 24 hours as it's been sitting waiting to be cut up. And it's a pretty beautiful color, so check this out. So these are the pieces that we cut, and you'll see that there's like this, I mean, now it looks a little brown, but it really has this darkish, almost red color that came to the surface, whereas we showed you yesterday how it was very much sort of like this green clear liquid, and today it's this red liquid. So I'm going to cut this up, and maybe this is how it is that I'm going to see some coral after I put in the soda ash. Don't know, but let's get chopping. So this is the aloe vera, and as you can see, the silk definitely took on the coral color, whereas the cotton is more pink. Here's another piece of the silk that is definitely more orange hued. I'm going to leave this out in the sun now for a few hours and see what happens, and then I will add the soda ash, which I haven't done yet. So we'll see how that might shift the color again. Here it is, the soda ash. Actually, I cooked it for about 3 hours because I wasn't sure that it really was any different. And I don't know that it's gonna look different, honestly. It feels a little more granular than what it felt like as baking soda. So I'm going to put this into the pot. I'm gonna add this dye, which is the aloe dye, and see if I'm going to get a color shift from it. It's supposed to shift it to a coral color. Some of the fabric actually turned a coral color without it, so I'm not quite sure what's going to happen here, but I'm interested to see what will be the difference as I put this into here, and then I'm going to put it into the pot and heat it up to see if I get some shift of color. Okay, I'm gonna jump on really quickly because I just put the soda ash in the aloe dye and it absolutely has changed the color. I didn't even heat it up. So let me show you what it looks like. So I don't know if you can tell, but it was very, very like a fuchsia color, and now it's very much an orange color. So I'm kind of excited. I'm gonna put some new fabric in there and see how it differs from the aloe that I did earlier.
Imagine.